pushes him over. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Watson, off play action. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll give it here to his running back. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Now they try the right side here. Bulldozes past him. And still fighting. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
1st and goal from the 3. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Texans are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Texans 7, Raiders 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Las Vegas sending out their punter now. Standing just outside his own goal line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Airing it out deep for Smith. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now back to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
To number 17. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. They'll look to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Texans are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
From the end zone, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And to give this time to the tailback. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Now a first down throw. Watson escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the final number here in terms of the top speed that he hit, absolutely absurd. Next Gen Stats has him at better than 23 miles an hour on that one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson flush to his right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texans 7, Raiders nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back. And it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. To throw is Watson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Touchdown, Houston.
Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
14, Raiders nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Back to throw here.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
He's picked off at his own 46. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
60 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
Raiders nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
1st and 10 at the 40.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Another Las Vegas 1st down.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. The throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown, Raiders! A great play there. 30 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after here coming up. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. And now here's a carry heading left. Breaks through the contact. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's got Mason complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now. When you're throwing it to the fullback, just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Out of the gun, Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. To the air yet again, Watson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 12-yard line.
To throw again on second down, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Raiders 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30, the 40, 20, 10, 5, and they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away from the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's loose again. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Raiders. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now they try the right side here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Texans first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Now it's Watson.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Texans will add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no shot at another touchdown here as he'll take a knee and bring this one out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
He's picked off at his own 46, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Faking the give, now Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Mason. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 27-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
A try here for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Texans 49, Raiders 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Second and 9 now. This is Smith with a grab. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They go play action here on 1st down. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Check 26. Check 26.
Taylor.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Raiders 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Watson going for it all. And this one is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. Powers through him.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now they go screen. It's complete. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one. But sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet. Make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Raiders 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left.
And now here's another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Tackle made at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Get that ball. Bang, 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 bang. Fires the mic, fires the mic.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
It's been a long day for you. Check 52.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Safety creep.
From the gun, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, You don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. So the PAT is good. They get the touchdown, the point after, but a little consequence in the ending as this one's now over.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the